And what is up, guys? It is Amin here from the A-Team. Now, this is a video I've been longing to make for a while. In fact, I should have really made it a long time ago, since I have been teaching A-level content coming up to 5 years now. And I think, no, actually wait, I know that this video is going to help you out in a really profound way. And I've even got an extra bonus gift for some of you that will find it to be of tremendous value. But before I get into that, just a quick update for you, since Ofqual have made an announcement early in the week, and they've gone ahead and confirmed that the autumn exam series will be going ahead. They've stated that the A-level exams will be taking place in October, whilst the GCSE exams will be in November. Specific dates have yet to be announced, but as soon as they are, and if you wish to stay ahead and get all of the latest information, then this is the go-to channel for that. So go right ahead and smash that subscribe button, and you'll be amongst the first to be notified as soon as an update is out. Also, I will be making the very special announcement that could be of tremendous value to you all, so stick around until the very end for that. So look, there's smart men that make mistakes, learn from it, and never repeat the mistakes again. But then you have wise men that study the smart men and avoid the mistake altogether. I want you to pay attention to that quote throughout this video. Firstly, do not underestimate A-levels. Just go right ahead and ask any living mortal that has survived through these two torrid, tantalizing years, and they'll be like, that's right, bro. You don't want that workload to slide. The worst possible thing you could do is think that your A-levels are going to be like your GCSEs. They're not. So you might as well forget about creating a mountain of workload for you to climb at the end. Trust me, I've seen way too many of these hikers try and fail this mission. You may have fewer subjects on your plate, and you may even happen to be a grade 9er, but that really doesn't count for a lot here when you're studying for your A-levels, because when you're starting off, you have a clean slate and your past achievements don't really come into effect or have a direct correlation to you getting better A-level grades. So should you be picking 3 or 4 subjects? Now that really is a good question, and one that I get asked quite often. I would say that if your school is allowing you to select 3 subjects, and the course you're thinking about applying for later down the road will also be accepting these 3 subjects, then stick with this route of taking on the conventional 3 subjects. The only time I would say to go with 4 is if you're unsure about a choice between 2 subjects. You can possibly start off by picking 4 and then dropping 1 by the end of the first term, or even the first year. And the other suggestion is, if you are braced for the workload and you're adamant that this is for you, then you can go ahead and pick all 4 subjects. I know a lot of people tend to often do this, especially when it comes to picking subjects like further maths or art. I don't think there are any other YouTubers saying this out there, but again, I'm talking from my own years of teaching, but also the fact that I have endured the entire process for myself. So truthfully speaking, not a lot has changed since then. The single most effective thing you can do for yourself is to read ahead. I'm telling you now, the vast majority of you guys won't be doing this. You'll be bopping your head to this like, true that, I mean, but only 2% of you will actually do it, if that. But that's why only a small percentage of students calmly attain the top grades at A-levels. So if you can get into this routine of reading ahead before you're taught the topics, you will be on your way to smashing your A-levels. Okay, maybe not quite smashing it yet, because there's still a couple of tips to go. Look, I know how many people are complaining that it's really hard right now about teaching yourself the content, and that next year's exams need to be cancelled altogether as well, or that grade boundaries need to be significantly reduced as close to 0 as it can get. If you want my opinion, then there is absolutely no better year than this year to absolutely crush those exams. Yes, I know that you're missing a considerable amount of school time, but having said that, too many people are using this as an excuse. Look, I'm not saying that what you're facing is unfair or that it's a perfect scenario. What I've found is that the vast majority of A-level usually involves you working independently on your own, and school and teachers effectively are just playing a guiding hand to pointing you in the right direction. Look, with the amount of resources available out there and with teachers and tutors being available online, you have a lot of things accessible to you. Seriously, the people that are complaining about all of this haven't even done everything or used everything at the disposal to try and get ahead. So they're using this as an excuse. And for some of you guys, I get the message that this is difficult, but you need to make a concerted effort in this. And moving on to my last and final tip, I get it that the content is heavy, and what I'll often see a lot of the times is these students devoting a lot of the times making these amazing polished looking notes which are aesthetically pleasing. Like, I would love for these people to design all of the interior here at A-Team with just their notes. Look, there is a drawback to this, and what I'll often find is that when you ask these students any questions, they tend to fumble, stumble, and start flicking through the index pages of their notes, and they still can't give you an adequate response. Look, I'm not criticizing them for, making these beautiful notes, because making, beautiful flashcards and notes, etc. is a great thing, but you have to also make it count. I made a video on this, so you can go ahead and check out the simple, most effective ways of making the most efficient notes. I've left a link at the very end of the video, so go and check that out as well. And look, if you're not completing exam-based questions or doing these important mock exams throughout the duration of your studies, then seriously, just taking notes won't cut it. And on that note, guys, I hope you have found this video to be of some value to you. As I mentioned earlier about my announcement, you are very well aware of how crazy this year has been. Quite obviously, no one saw this coming, and I have been witnessing how this has impacted some of you out there. This is why I am going to be doing something that we've actually never done before. We are going to be offering 5 of our exclusive subscribers to this channel the opportunity to get mentored for the entire year for absolutely nothing. So you won't be paying us a single dime, and we will help you throughout the process, throughout your studies, with the challenges you may be facing. I don't know how many of you are aware, but we've been doing this a little while, so we've come across various scenarios and different types of cases. So we will be offering our expertise with you to cope with your exam stress, managing your workload, assisting you with your UCAS application, interview skills, exam prep, etc. I will personally go on this journey with you so that you're not left without any guidance. So if you want to get onto this program, firstly, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Secondly, head over to Instagram and DM us and saying that you come from this video. Thirdly, maybe explain your, give us a bit of background to the situation. Remember that we're only going to be taking on 5 students, so it's on a first come, first serve basis. So go ahead and make the most of this opportunity. And lastly, thank you all for watching. If you feel as though someone could benefit from watching this video, then please feel free to share it with them. My name is Amin, and I will catch up with you another time.
Look what you've done. You're a pretty little star boy.